Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ender Academy. Today, we continue to battle the madness. Who might you be, or what, it seems? A portal within a portal. Are you giving me treasure? Oh no, you're giving me a battle. I was almost nervous. Praetor, have we? A leader of the Crimson Cult. Your shattered forces cannot match me. These things do not understand what they are meddling with, do they? Although you have damaged me somewhat, I commend that effort. But now, unfortunately, it's time for your Crimson Portal to fall. The pearl is mine, and you all must perish. For a second there, I honestly thought that the Praetor might be able to do something, but no. It seems all forces are completely impotent against my powers. Combat has lost its vibrancy for me now. Nothing is left. There is no thrill of danger or death. Ah, well. However, it is somewhat nice to not be worried about all the various factions that are inevitably hunting me. First it was the Enderman agents, then it was the Eldritch, Crimson, cultists, all this nonsense. It just distracts me from my main goal, thaumaturgy. And that is what we are going to continue with today. I did retrieve the pearl. Yes. Excellent. That is what I would like to talk about today, because I have researched all the potential applications of these miracle things, these glorious treasures. And of course it is raining. How typical. Vigil? What exactly are you doing outside of the oasis? I do not recall bringing you with me. Did you come out here? Every time you hurt me, you hurt Vigil. That's why I don't bring him. Vigil, why did you come out here? Let me drop something useless and take a lasso. Yes, we will get you back home in due time. Safe and sound. Honestly, why would you come out in this ghastly rain? Eldritch, please leave me alone. Let's head back into my study. That is much, much better. Now the primordial pearls, Vigil. You've been up there with Esmeralda, so I doubt you've heard much of my ramblings on this subject. But the primordial pearls possess incredible power, and I researched everything that they had to offer. And ladies and gentlemen, I was actually disappointed. Let's go through what I've unlocked here. The Primal Crusher. It's an all-in-one tool. I have no need of this whatsoever. Primordial node manipulation. This is very interesting. I can apparently modify nodes in very small ways with these primordial pearls. But Vigil, in order to get to the point where I could even collect these things, I needed to also get to the point where harvesting nodes from the world is absolutely no obstacle whatsoever, so that is also pointless to me. Whoops. And third, the Advanced Alchemical Furnace. At first I thought this would be useless to me, but it actually turns out that it is nice to be able to build more alchemy laboratories, because the reason I thought it was useless is because I thought I was done with alchemy, but no. I've had more to do. Before I forget, my thoughts are scattered, my brain is folding in on itself as always. Oh gosh, so much treasure. Look at that, too much treasure. I've got a keystone, which if it's on my person, allows me to unlock this chest. I'll just store that in there for safekeeping. 3 down. I honestly don't even see why I would need any more, though. Come on, Vigil. You are heading back up where you belong, in the safety of this little grove here, being guarded by a giant freaking dragon, okay? Are you hurt at all? A little bit. I'll come back with a healing potion for you later, but in the meantime, just stay put where you're safe. You have no role in combat anymore. Well, as I was saying, I researched the Primordial Pearl, and my research came up lacking. So, I needed to unlock an entire new field of magic. Tainted Magic. And ladies and gentlemen, this will allow me to fully unlock the potential of the Primordial Pearl. Obviously, it's been a while. I've been constructing a few things here and there. I finally have an automated setup to recharge my crafting scepter over here at long last, because I finally also did complete my little energized node collection over here, and it bounces energy all over the place. It's absolutely fantastic looking when the lasers are actually visible. They aren't currently. But what I'd like to talk to you about right now is a brand new form of metal. Shadow metal. Now this stuff, it's very different from the void metal that I studied over here in the Eldritch section. Void metal has amazing properties where it can heal itself and all that, yada yada, you know all that already. But shadow metal, this is from... it's not that it's from another realm, it's material from before creation. And it's very warpy and very strange, but also incredibly powerful. And I built an entire new wing of my alchemy laboratory in order to produce the stuff, because there is no ore of it in this world. It's probably all long turned to stone. But that doesn't mean I can't make it. This building, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It still needs a few tweaks here and there. Monsters occasionally get in, and one of my alchemy golems actually died recently, which is a shame. But other than that, this building works fine, and the machinery functions to perfection, and that is the main purpose. Over here is that advanced alchemical furnace that I was speaking of before, and a little alchemy golem to make it all work. How the advanced alchemical furnace works is you dump stuff into it and it spits it out as essentia. And then over here, I've got these essentia reservoirs, which are made with void metal, as you can see, and they can contain multiple kinds of essentia at once. That makes them far superior to the jars, except for the fact that I can't take them out with alembics. I can't access it by hand or with pipes, really, because it only has one input that's connected to this furnace. But that's where the golems come in, you finesseful little dude. That is where you come in, because this thing is able to transport that into all of these labeled jars all around here, which then go into the thaumatoriums. I was very careful to only input into the thaumatoriums using filtered pipes and all of that, so that the thaumatorium suction wouldn't interfere with the pipes. And that takes over here, this one, yes, takes stone and refines it into shadow ore. I have another one on the opposite side doing the same thing. And then two more taking the shadow ore, refining it into shadow metal. And all of that pipes into here. Oh, I have so much shadow metal now. Fantastic! This stuff. This isn't the first shadow metal I've made, though. In the time since I completed the Purchase Oculus, I've actually crafted a few more bits and pieces of this on my own. But that's why I made this entire building, in order to create a sort of automated source. And up here you can see the ingredients I used to make it. Lots of ender pearls, and obsidian, and chests, and iron nuggets. All very simple things to come by. But what am I going to do with the shadow metal? Well, you may have noticed that I have a new set of armaments on my person. Yes, this is a brand new suit of armor. It may seem excessive to have so many suits of armor. I mean, after all, down here in my Osmotic Enchanter room I have on display my first suit of fortress armor, my first samurai getup. This allowed me to conquer many beasts of the wilds, as it were. And then on this side I have my eldritch robes made of void metal. They repair themselves, and Oh, they're fantastic, but I decided to combine the two, which is another thing I was able to research thanks to this new tab over here. I combined them into Void Fortress armor. The best of both worlds, and I tried putting on a new mask as well. This is the Angry Ghost faceplate, as opposed to the Grinning Devil faceplate that I have over here. So this, instead of lessening the effects of warp, because let's be honest, that doesn't particularly bother me anymore, the Angry Ghost faceplate damages anything that damages me, so now maybe those monsters will think twice about harming me, although I'm sure they won't, they aren't that smart. But now that I have this shadow metal, I think I can finally make the perfect suit of armor. Oh yes, Shadow Fortress armor. And I am not deciding to make this solely for the fact that it's blue instead of purple. That is not the reason. That is absolutely the reason. It's blue instead of purple. I would much prefer blue armor. Haha. But also, it will be fantastically durable and give me a massive Vis discount. But like I said, I've already made something with shadow metal. The final ingredient of that set will be, instead of my normal Boots of the Traveler, I will actually be replacing them with Boots of the Void Walker. I am no mere traveler any longer. The Boots of the Void Walker, oh, these things are fantastic for me. Check this out. They actually leave a slight trail of void darkness behind me as I move, and look at how fast they make me run. Oh, as swift as the void itself. From the time of creation when there was no light, you wander the void, darker than night. I'm very happy with how all this is going. So as you can see, I never even needed to pierce into the secrets of, what was it? All of this kami magic with Icorium and the blood of gods. Who needs the blood of gods? I have eldritch epiphanies that unlock untold powers for me. Let me divest myself of all of this various loot and stuff. I even learned how the Crimson Cult makes their robes. I'm sorry to continue to get so distracted, but it's actually made with crystalline blood. They are just as filthy as I suspected them to be all along. Let me... this chest is as good as I needed to dump some things into. And then we can switch out... Oh, and this is another thing I made. A Atomic Disassembler. If you've ever heard of the Atomic Disassembler, well, this is the exact same thing, except instead of technology, it's magic. And it's made with void metal and shadow metal. And it is insanely fast at digging, which is perfect. I don't want all these entities gumming up the place. Excellent. Anyway, back on topic. We are going to make a suit of shadow armor, and I already have everything prepared. And you know, since I have gotten rather adept at making armor in general, I might as well take you through all the steps of how I do it. I've got this down to a science, I swear. What were we starting with? The helmet, yes. Now, in order to make this stuff, it is fantastically expensive. What we need is... not the shadow metal blocks. That's why I needed to make such an absurd amount of it. But luckily, we have an absurd amount of it. Enough to make 9 blocks, maybe even more. Shadow metal. It looks fantastic as well. Breaks easy enough. Of course, that's with my Atomic Disassembler. Maybe tone this thing down a little bit. There we are. So 2 blocks. That's all it takes. I have all the massive amounts of Essentious set up already, and we can forge ourselves a new set of armor. There we are, that's the final piece.
Gunner chap, why don't you try making a fancy wand focus as well? I'm a horse.
Yeah, that's why I have the stuff in my inventory, horse. You are not helping anything. Yeah, we're gonna make a wand focus too. real quick like, you see. There we go, and now we can get back to the armor, though. This is just a... what is it? I've forgotten. Mage's Mace. I believe it will allow me to make my wand do more damage in melee. I have no idea why I want this. Probably just to test out how amazingly fast my new setup is with all of these nodes. Oh, fantastic. But that's not important right now. We'll leave that. Next step, obviously, is to enchant all of my Shadow Fortress armor. And before we enchant it and make it more purpley, let's see how it looks on us. Oh my gosh. That is perfect. Huh. I had almost forgotten what my real face looks like. I've been wearing that mask for so long. But obviously now we need to enchant it and make it truly powerful. Step 1 of enchanting, osmotic enchanting. And that's the osmotic enchanting. And now, for the tricksy part, the part where I start combining steampunk science with my magic, because these are not all of the enchantments we want, obviously. We also want, where are they? Magic resistance, last stand, and soul bound, of course. We need more last stand, though. It appears we'll need to make some copies, which we can easily do. Oof. There we are, enchanted platelets. Obviously that took many levels, but no problem whatsoever, because that will get us all the enchanted books we need, which we can then load into the steam hammers over here in my workshop. Oh, look how fast I am. It's fantastic, I say. And that will allow us to make this truly powerful armor. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how I make magic armor. I've done it so many times, but this has been the last. And I think I completely forgot one of the most important steps as well, which is adding a mask. Oh, and goggles too. We're not done yet. I will do that very quickly, because there are many other things that I wish to get into, many other discoveries, one in particular. And it looks to be highly fascinating. Oh, it's you again. You've come to my house now, have you? I swear, why am I always hunted everywhere I go? It's because I poke my nose into things that I wasn't supposed to, that's why. I'm incorrigible, aren't I? Ha ha. Anyway, what was I doing? Making glistering melons for healing potions, yes. Are there any more eldritch here? Do any more wish to challenge my blade, Mistiska Rakniv? No. I thought not. I suppose I should check on Vigil as well to make sure that everyone is all right up here. Have you been attacked? No. You're still healthy? Good. We're going to be making healing potions. Not for you, though. We need to melt them down for Essentia to make a mask. Grinning devil mask again. I think I would like to go back to that, seeing as the angry ghost faceplate seems to not be that useful. Things still attack me anyways. But I didn't expect anything different, so experiment successful. There we are. That's all the Essentia for the Grinning Devil mask, which I consider to actually be very important, because these warp effects... Well, earlier I said they don't bother me. They actually sort of do. They've been becoming an increasing nuisance. It's like I can't even trust what I see anymore. Not only that, I just feel like I can't get my head around things as much anymore, and I'm like always distracted by this gnawing tooth sensation in my brain. My fighting skills have degraded as well, although that I think is from apathy. Just because nothing can challenge me anymore. Why am I making this armor? What is the purpose of making this? I don't even understand. Why did I invest so many resources into making this final bit of armor that will make me completely and utterly indestructible if I'm already completely and utterly indestructible? I'm confused. I'm sure I had a good reason, but anyway, let me think about what we're doing next, because in here, it's not just about armor and all that. It's not just about... I don't know what that is. It's not just about whatever that focus is that I've already forgotten I ever made. Up here, Shard of Creation. I think this could be something big. I think this could be something very, very major. It sounds important, therefore it must be important, right? So let me just get all my scribing tools out, and we can quite possibly discover what this Shard of Creation truly is. And now, my shadow armor is complete. Ha ha ha. I look so happy. Yes. Why wouldn't I be happy? I'm an immortal god now. Or I have been for a while. I'm even more immortal. Is it really that bad to be more immortal, though? I mean, I talk about how, you know, the thrill of combat is gone, but did I really need the thrill of combat? Sure, I'm a self-proclaimed not actually samurai, but is that really that important? What's really important is discovering new magical theories and things. Shard of Creation, you shall be mine. I shall go up to my study and research you, and then I will hopefully be one step closer to understanding the fabric of the cosmos itself. Oh. Nothing quite as therapeutic as maniacal laughter, am I right? Easy. It's so easy. And the warp doesn't even matter. What have I created? I have finally found it. Something to challenge the creation magic of the Eldritch. The Shard of Creation, this shard of condensed power, is the ultimate fuel source for my magic. The creation and the destruction, all combined into one shard. This shard might be the opening to the discovery of how it all came to be. This is what I was always looking for. I can make this void essence easily. I can do it all. Yes! Oh, I'm so excited for the implications of this. I don't know what it will mean to unlock the secrets of creation themselves. But horse, you glorious stallion, you are about to witness the birth of a new era of thaumaturgy.
I'm a horse.
Yes, you are, horse. My voice is becoming more similar to yours. That's slightly disturbing. But now, what is the next step? What is the next step? I need to make a void essence. Yes, void essence, which is just tenebrae and vacuous. That's simple. Nether stars, I have those. Primordial pearls. Oh, it will take 2 of them to make 2 shards. I don't even care. I don't even care in the slightest. Keystone, come here. Primordial pearls. Your time of service is upon you. You will at last be useful. I almost knocked a hole in my wall. Let us get to work! I will use the remnants of the Eldritch that I have slain to forge my new magical construct. Oh, the glorious, glorious irony of that. I will use their very undead mage essence to create something that surpasses them. Them, whatever they are. Ho ho ho. This is truly grand, isn't it? Truly grand. I require tenebrae. Void essence. Thank you very much. And I have everything else that I need. Oh. I can only hope that this discovery is worth everything that I have sacrificed, my very mind, practically my soul for this discovery. If I don't discover it, who will? There's no one left. No one but me. We have all the essentia. Precantatio, which I've been apparently mispronouncing for almost 3 years now. Alienus, vacuous. We have essence of the void. We have seed of the void. And finally, put to their true purpose, we have pearls of primordial essence. And one last ingredient, my last nether stars. Where are they? Where did I place them? Are they in some unceremonious chest in here? I think they are. No, they're not. Where did I put my nether stars? Hang on a moment. Ah, there they are. The withers I have slain, the eldritch I have slain, the challenges I have faced, the madness I have brought crashing down upon my mind. It all leads to this. Essentia Infusion Vis. I have been studying thaumaturgy for how many years now? It's all become a blur of eldritch nightmares. What have I been doing this whole time? How has it taken me this long? Don't think about that. You've gotten here. That's the important part. I have gotten here. And once I create things with these, I've been a little short-sighted, I must admit, with creating these weapons and foci and things. It's not about the power. It's worth it, right? All these sacrifices is worth it. It's not about the power. It's about the truth. It's about learning the nature of reality itself. That's what it's always been about. The power is just a side effect of that, something to keep me going, something to keep me safe from those that would oppose me, because there are always those that would oppose me. I'm always being hunted, conspired against. They're out there beyond the shadows. But with this, I will be able to forge new artifacts. That's what it always leads to, is more forging of artifacts, correct? That's what I always work towards, and they matter because there's something true about them, right? That's why they matter, not just because of the power. No, maybe it is the power. I'm not. Things are becoming. One of the primordial pearls is infused. There's no second guessing now. Whatever this is, whatever I'm making, there's no stopping it. I have forged something primal, something from before creation. I am clear. I have finished. Didn't even use the primordial pearls. Is what I hold in my hand the truth? Vigil. I just created something. Why do you refuse to look at me, Soul Shard? I still don't know how to speak Toad, and I am going to scan this. I feel that I have unlocked something magnificent, Vigil. It has to have a purpose, correct? Well, I can learn all sorts of new foci. Time, weather, eldritch. Well, it looks like I'll need to get to researching right away. All of these are warped, but Vigil, what does it matter if I get any more warped? I'm already as warped as I can be. He probably didn't even hear the end of that sentence. Look at my sanity meter. My mind is fractured. There's no going back now. If I turn back now, all of this will have been wasted. I can't turn back now, not when there's so much to gain. I don't even know what there is to gain, but I'm sure it's important. I couldn't have done all of this for something that wasn't important. No, I will not stop. I cannot stop. It is against my very nature. all of my new wand foci discovered. Now, what are these? Can they unlock some new truth about the world? Using the basic principles of creation, you have created a focus to modify the world slightly. The time focus is simple. Using the shard of creation to tap into the world's creational formula, you are able to shift the time from night to day and vice versa. I don't see why that is necessary, but the other ones must. Using the basic principles of creation was hard to create. Stop a storm if one exists and start one if one doesn't. Stop and start rain. Neither of these accept upgrades from the focal manipulator. That is nothing to me. Eldritch shoots dark orbs the same as the I don't need another weapon. I have all the weapons I could ever need. One day I will annihilate the race with their own men. Did I write this? I don't even care about them. I care about... What do I care about? Warped Eye. Look into the past to the locations you've been. Recalling me to a specific location. Recall me to a specific location? Really? I learned how to do that a long time ago with my other magics. I mean, I guess it would be nice to be able to teleport more, but... I can already do... No, there must be something else in this book. There must be something else that I'm missing. Some other discovery that justifies the existence of all of this research. Oh, this is it. This page, this is what I've been looking for this whole time. We must get to work right away. Horse, avast! We seek ultimate power.
I'm a horse.
I never questioned that for a second, Horse, but I can't believe it's taken me this long to realize the truth, not just about thaumaturgy, but about the universe, about all of creation. This creation formula, it's not for creating petty wand foci or anything. No, it's not for something so stupid and humble as that. This creation shard allows me to forge the croissant of creation. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. Wait. I just sacrificed my sanity for a croissant. Oh no. It seems that the thaumaturges were not the only ones to eat magical croissants. Legend has it that in ancient times, approximately 1 billion years ago, the leader of the race known as the Eldritch ate magical croissants as well. Except these were no ordinary magical croissants. These croissants are baked by only the finest cooks of the Eldritch, using none other than a primordial pearl as a focus for its power. The Eldritch mastered the art of cooking, and with the pearl, they slowed the consumption of food such that a single pastry would last weeks or even months. But I took it up a notch. I used not a primordial pearl as the focus, but a shard of creation, and the results were amazing. Upon eating the croissant of creation, a burst of extremely powerful effects will be inflicted, and any missing health will be restored at an extremely high saturation value that will be applied. The croissant of creation leaves you feeling ready for anything. That's it. I ate it. It's gone.
I'm still a horse.
What the frack have I done? Vigil. Oh my gosh. Hey, Esmeralda. Vigil? Oh gosh, get this fracking hell. These things are warping my mind to where? Vigil? I am so sorry, Vigil. I have gone completely crazy, and I made a croissant. Yeah, I agree. It didn't even taste that good. Kind of like sedimentary deposits, and you know what, Vigil? I might not understand what you're saying, but I think I understand what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen. I've done goofed. No, like seriously, my goof quotient is off the charts. I am now completely warped and I have no idea how to solve it. My sanity meter is capped out. I'm barely sane enough to even keep this train of thought going. Here, come along, Vigil. Oh gosh, and I've been treating you like just some frog or toad. I am so sorry, and you as well. You needed to sit through watching me go crazy.
Nee, I rather enjoyed it, Connor chap. It was fun watching you.
You've said as much, Horse. I don't care about what you think, and I've still got one shard of creation left. So, along with this... Whoa! Vigil, gosh, don't walk into the ender lilies. I have not been concerning myself enough with our safety. I mean, you aren't just a soul shard, you are half of me. And by this point, you're more me than I am, even. Thaumaria. Oh, no, I'm gonna start farting thaumic juices. Oh, I need to get away from these plants. Well, Vigil... What do we do? I seem to recall something in this book. I actually researched this when I was raising Esmeralda, that's why I forgot. Purifying bath salts. Arcane spa. Sanitizing soap. These are all things that I can make. Well, time for recovery. Thank you very much for watching, and maybe Vigil and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Whoop! Almost got shot there. Yeah, I don't need fancy armor to kill you. I'm a badass samurai, yada yada yada. Man, why did I make that stuff? Oh well. It's gonna be a long road, Vigil. Better late than never.